Hello guys, welcome to Legatum Gaming and welcome back to another build video. In this video today I'm going to be showing you the best left back, right back or wing back build, sort of similar builds themselves. Just before we sort of start, a bit of a disclaimer, this is not to be used in a 3-5-2 on the left mid or right mid. This is solely for 4 at the back and you want to play either a left back or a right back build. Kind of heard you loud and clear in terms of the polls on the YouTube channel. Quite a few of you after the old left back or right back. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I have been looking around at various different builds. I've been sort of trying a few out, speaking to a lot of people, and of course checking out YouTube and seeing what others are doing. Now, I do know the sort of general consensus is sort of 5-7. I certainly won't go any lower than that, and alternatively I wouldn't go any higher than sort of 5-10. 5-10 probably being the highest I would go in terms of a left back or right back. Now, what I've sort of done is 5'8" and weight 149 pounds. Now, in terms of sort of height and weight, you can sort of change it depending on whatever you want. You know, it doesn't really drop the overall rating at all. You can kind of just change it to whatever you want. So it could be 149 pounds or 152 pounds. In terms of the actual weight I've gone for, which I think is the best, is 149. And that's just for the sheer fact that it makes your passing a little bit better and it makes your pace, makes your pace a little bit better and makes your dribbling a little bit better. In addition to this, you do lose a little bit on defending. It's only 1, and same for physical, you lose 1. So it depends, do you want 1 better physical and 1 better defending, or do you want 1 better dribbling and 1 better pace? It's entirely up to you, depends on your team, depends on your play style, and depends kind of how you play in terms of pro clubs. Let's get into the traits. So 110 skill points, of course we are maxed out. Let's start with most important, pace. So as a left back and a right back, you know, you are going to be coming against them sort of fast strikers. You're going to be coming against 5'4", 119 pounds. Alternatively, you know, if the enemy or the opponent, if you like, is playing 4-2-3-1, you're going to be coming up against a lot of lambs, rams, sort of wide midfielders. They are going to be small and they're going to be quick. So pace for this build, we're at acceleration 91, sprint speed 92. Overall acceleration 91 and sprint speed 92. That's based on 5'8" is in terms of the height. So sort of quite a high player, quite tall, but still remains really good pace. In terms of the shooting, we've got nothing. Now, I did have sort of 11 skill points left and still got that 90 overall rated. I was going to pull it into head and accuracy, but I didn't think it was just quite worth it for a sort of wing back build. In terms of passing, sort of really pleased with the short pass on this, so we're at 93%. That isn't maxed. I've played 330 games, I believe, so that can go up to 95. Curves at 85 and long pass is at 80. You know, as a sort of wing back, left back, right back, you're not really going to be doing that long pass. You're going to be playing it out from the back, or alternatively, you know, if it does hit the fan, shall we say, then you're just going to be pressing circle, you're going to be smashing it up the field. However, curve at 85 isn't too bad, especially if you want to sort of get them attacking players down the wing. You can do that quite comfortably. So these are the traits for passing. In terms of dribbling, I did try to go for a high agility left back, right back build. I know there's quite a few other various forms of a left back or right back with low agility. Now that's still getting the 90 overall rating, but they've kind of, the other builds I've seen is these 4 down here. So agility, advanced focus, they haven't got them on. For me, agility is probably one of the most important traits in any build to have, so I tried to go for this sort of maximum agility, of which we have achieved. So 87 agility, we're at 95 ball control and 84 dribbling. Really quite pleased with this as a left back and a right back to have 87 agility playing at that 5'8" height. In terms of defending, all the defending on, bar from the slide tackle advanced focus, and that's just for the sheer fact I don't really want to spend 3 skill points or 3 skill points to get a +2 trait, because sort of you get +3 in slide tackle but you lose 1 in stand tackle. I don't think it's quite worth spending 3 skill points on that. In terms of physical, obviously at 5'8" you are a little bit higher than most, so to have jumping at 87, to have your stamina at 94, and then your sort of reactions at 88. Again, reactions you can't change through traits, just again another little disclaimer, you get better reactions through more games you have played. Now the only sort of arguable, maybe sort of bit that people might not like about this build is the strength at 70%, but it is really hard to get sort of high strength without investing everything in it. If I was to invest all these in it, I think I'd only end up getting an extra 4 in terms of strength. sorry, an extra 7 in terms of strength. So that will take me up to 77. But I suppose in the other run is, you know, where do you get the extra 8 skill points from? Now I did say I had 11 left, but I did put quite a bit in terms of ball control and dribbling on the right hand side, just to sort of even out the books. And also curve. So curve isn't really mandatory, neither is a long passing. You can take these off and you could put a little bit more into strength. There's a lot of different ways you can sort of shape this build, but for me this is what I personally think is the best left back and right back build. Just very quickly going over it again, that's £149, 5'8", and the actual position you want to be is a left back or a right back. I have tried it with the left wing back or the right wing back. You do get an extra bit in passing and an extra bit in pace. However, physical and defending in terms of being a defender itself is far more important. Alright guys, do stay tuned to the community polls. I do tend to post a lot of content in terms of what's coming next. So if this video did help you in any way, shape or form, then do send it to a lot of your teammates, pro clubs. Let's go.